cheating? Chances are, yep, they're cheating. But just to make sure, it's the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB.
You know that show Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
The War of the Roses is turning into the romantic cheating version of Black Mirror.
Oh.
Because technology is all about... That's War of the Roses and technology are kind of like getting merged more and more.
Yep.
And almost every week, there's some incriminating evidence. Well, this one gets even a little bit deeper because it involves Face ID.
Okay.
You know, Face ID on your iPhone, where you don't have to put your passcode in. You hold it up to your face.
Yeah.
And it recognizes your face.
It doesn't recognize me half the time, but I think it's because I'm always like doing the downward chin shot. Like, come on, recognize me, boy.
Well, you know, it's frustrating when we had masks on. It'd be like, okay,
I know.
I want to open my phone. I'm in Target, and I got a punch in my passcode.
No,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Morgan, who's had a little experience with Face ID and something that's going on, and it's a little bit. Listen closely. It's a little. There's a couple of twists and turns in here, but Morgan, tell us what you are on KDWB for War of the Roses for today.
Hi. So I am a twin. I have a twin sister. We do look different, but we have similar faces. We were at my mom's birthday last weekend, and, you know, I just had a weird feeling. You know, my sister has a boyfriend, Dalton, who's really amazing, and he's so good to her. And anyway, so I just had this weird feeling, like sometimes you get this weird feeling. So I took her phone and, you know, the Face ID, like I went into her Snapchat. I know it maybe wasn't the best thing to do.
So I'm going to stop you there for a second. So being a twin, you have like the same eyes, nose, lips, whatever, facial structure.
At least close enough.
That you can open your twin's phone with your Face ID.
Yes, I know. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. But then I start to wonder, and it sounds like, and maybe I'm reading this wrong, that you and your twin, and maybe I saw this in the email, but you and your twin, your sister, Maddie, so it's Morgan and Maddie, you are not the closest twins in the world, would you say?
No, I wouldn't call us close, no.
Which is unusual because I've known twins here and there through my life, and usually they're, like, really close.
They say they can finish each other's sentences and things like that.
But that's not really the way it is. Okay.
No, it's not. I mean, Maddie's always been really hard on me, and, you know, I just feel like sometimes she can be a little selfish, and, like, she just sometimes, like, I don't know, I feel bad, but, like, sometimes she really, like, plays people, and, like, I know her. She's my sister. We have this intuition. You know, we don't finish each other's sentences. We don't necessarily always get along because she can be kind of mean, honestly, but anyway. So I opened up her Snapchat because I just had this weird feeling, and, like, so I went into her Snapchat, and she has all these messages with James, who is also, like, awesome guy. You know, James and I are friends, and it's just like, I'm in a weird position because now I know that, like, her and James have this, like, you know, they were using words like lover and, like, miss you and, like, stuff like that. And it's just like, it's so awkward, you know what I mean? I don't really know what to do, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so see if I get this right. So you open up your sister, your twin Maddie's phone. You see Snapchat, and you see her chatting with she's dating a guy named Dalton. You like Dalton. There's a part of me that thinks that you want to date Dalton yourself.
Yeah, I get that vibe too.
But that might be something else altogether. But you saw your twin Snapchatting with a guy named James. Do you also know James, you said?
I do know James.
Okay.
Yeah. James is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Do they have a history? Have they dated before, or are they just friends? Or because, like, I might, like, jokingly call my friend lover or something, but if they have a history, then that would be a little bit different.
No, they definitely have a history. Like, it's not appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
but then,
it's like, I feel like she's leading him on.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why do you care? Why is it, I'm not trying to be mean, Morgan, but why is it any of your business? Why do you care?
No, it's a good question. I just, like, I don't know. I just have this weird feeling, and, like, I just, like, it doesn't feel right with me. Like, do you ever have that where you're just like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. Like, I need to figure out.
Right, but also when Dave mentioned he thought you had a little thing for Dalton, possibly you didn't say no or deny it. So do you have, like, some kind of feelings for Dalton?
Okay. I mean, I'm a little embarrassed because, you know, like, we're on the way, but, I mean, I love Dalton. Like, he's a great person. And, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard having Maddie as my sister. It's hard. I really like him. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know.
No, and that's okay.
It feels
Sometimes
like you do, but yeah. That's,
I think that she really likes him. She's probably attracted to him. And it sounds like if she's not very close to her twin, that she would love to prove to her sister, like, I got something on you. I can hold this over your head that you are seeing somebody besides Dalton. Or maybe would you tell Dalton if you found out your sister was sleeping with this guy, James? Would you tell Dalton, or is that where you draw the line?
Of course I would tell Dalton.
You, of course.
Every person would have the right to know that, right?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, again, I go back to I'm not trying to be hard on you, but it's kind of none of your business if it doesn't hurt you.
But it's hurting someone else.
Okay. No, fair enough. I mean, if that's how you feel, it's your sister, it's your situation, it's not mine. But I think a lot of people would say, if it's not hurting you, I don't know.
If they broke up and Dalton approached you, would you date Dalton?
If we move somewhere else, for sure, 100%.
Okay.
That'd be weird dating somebody that your sister had been dating.
You know, it's happened a million times.
Have you guys? Oh, I'm sure. Have you two been competitive like all your life? Is it always like, she's the smart one, she's the tall one, it sounds like there's like a competition going on here.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, she's always been like the smart, pretty, skinny one. And I work really hard, and I just feel like sometimes she's really hard on me. The world is really hard on me, and she walks all over me. She walks over a lot of people, like Dalton and James, like she's playing them. And I just it doesn't feel right. And, we both love our mom, so it's complicated because we're both sort of tied to our mom. So it's I don't totally want to move because I don't, we want to take care of mom and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? It's complicated. But yes, to answer your question, yes, there is this underlying competition.
Well, it's funny. You say that she's been the pretty one, but you obviously look so much like her that you can open up her phone with her Face ID.
Yeah.
So if she's pretty, you're pretty. So I wonder if it's maybe.
Thank you.
Well, but I mean, I think you're welcome. I don't have any idea what you look like, but I think that it's probably been a feeling that you've been given all these years, maybe by your sister. It sucks that you're not getting along so well. But all right, here's what we can do. We can call your sister, Maddie, and we can pretend that we're calling to do a survey, customer service, satisfaction, whatever, and then reward her with a couples class. Because we sometimes do restaurants, but we stumbled on the idea to do a couples class, like a romantic. What kind of couples classes are you going to offer this week?
I have
Fallon?
intro to salsa dancing, glass blowing, and cocktail making.
Okay. Now, none of these classes really exist.
Well, they do, but I'm not giving them to her. Yeah.
So and if you emphasize hey, it's a couples class, then obviously she's got to pick Dalton because that's the other half of her couple.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Let's call and see who she wants to go to the couples class with. But before we do, I want to ask you a question. Is Morgan, who's on the phone right now, way overstepping her bounds here? Even though it's her twin, and even though she likes Dalton, should she stay out of it? She should kind of mind her own business. I mean, a lot of the time on War of the Roses, people just need to stay out of it if they're not involved in the relationship. But it's good for us because it's kind of compelling to listen to.
Well, yeah.
But what do you think? Should she stay out of it? Did you get the idea right away that Morgan has a thing for Dalton? Should Dalton know if Maddie's cheating on him? And who the hell is James?
Those are great.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated someone your sister has dated? Or has your sister dated your ex, and how did that work out?
All right. Let us know. Call us at 651-989-KDWB. You can send a text also, KDWB1, and we'll talk to attorney Jonathan Fogel, who will get his input on this coming up next on the War of the Roses. That's what we call this.
Listen to the Dave Ryan Show anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app on KDWB. Free never sounded so good. Back to the War of the Roses on the Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Okay, in case you missed the first part, this is a very surprising War of the Roses because often when you hear of twins, you hear they finish each other's sentences. They're so close. They know what the other one's thinking. And not that this one doesn't know what the other one's thinking, but basically she called us. And I'm getting the names confused because it's Morgan and Maddie. And I'm like, wait, which one's which one? Jenny, do you remember?
I think
sorry.
Morgan's calling us.
Okay, she's calling us about Maddie.
Yes.
So Morgan, she said that she felt like her sister was being sketchy. And so she wanted to confirm it. So since they're twins, she could use her sister's Face ID on her phone and break in. So she gets in there. She sees inappropriate Snapchats with an ex named James.
Yep.
And she feels really bad for her sister Maddie's boyfriend, Dalton, who she says is such a great guy. And we got the vibe like, how great is he? Like, why are you snooping? Even if you don't like your sister. And she's like, she's just not very nice.
Yes.
We've always been competitive. But she did kind of confirm she likes Dalton also.
Which is weird. They're twins. They're sisters, even if they don't get along.
But a lot of people, we asked people, like, have you dated, like, someone your sibling dated before? And we got a lot of texts on this. I know we have phone calls, too. So let's just grab the first one.
Sure.
Hello, KDWB. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. Okay, what are your thoughts on War of the Roses?
Okay, well, I have a sister that's only about 6 months younger than me. We have different dads, or we have the same dad and different moms. And I love her boyfriend, but if she was ever to cheat on him, I would confront her and say, hey, you got him messed up. You are doing him dirty. And I would never go and tell him. I would just say, like, hey, you need to make up your mind between these dudes and stop hurting the guy that is really nice and that I like.
Yeah.
And whatever. I would never maliciously try to tell the boyfriend before I knew for sure and try to break them up and try to steal her man.
Yeah.
So then that's my sister, and why would I want to sleep with something that sleep with my sister?
I know. That's what's throwing me off. I'm like, I get that you may like him, but I mean, you're not going to be able to go to your mom's birthday party for a while.
No.
If you date him.
Any family event.
No.
For a long time, probably.
Oh, my. Yeah, no. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hello, KDWB.
This is Dylan from Albertville.
All right. Hey, Dylan. What do you think about this War of the Roses?
So I feel like, I say this nicest way possible, just be really childish. Like, when you were a kid and your sister, your brother was loosing around, like, Mom, look what so-and-so's doing.
Yep.
I feel like that's exactly what she's doing. And
She is. She's doing the adult version. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she definitely has underlying motives, and Dave's super bright. She needs to stay out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have one more, and then we'll read a few texts and then get to part two. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Shay.
Hi, Shay. What do you think?
See, I would be upset if I knew my sister knew and she didn't tell me, but then I would be pissed knowing that she wants to screw my boyfriend.
Yeah, I feel like that would bother me a little bit. But although she does think Maddie is hooking up with someone else and probably doesn't even care about Dalton that much. Still would be mad.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. It's a sticky, gross situation.
It really is. Thank you so much for calling. We have a lot of texts too. I have sisters that have a baby with the same guy. Someone said, yeah, that's a lot. My ex's mom is trying to set me up with his brother. It's so weird. Her sister should have done a War of the Rose to see if she would pick having a class with Dalton. And someone else said, not her business. She shouldn't be in her Snapchat anyway. If it was public, that's different, but she needs to let her sister figure it out. We'll see what happens. We'll make the call now.
Hello.
It's Maddie. Maddie, this is the fun part and the way we just say thank you for taking the time out of your day to participate in our survey. We have the most fun couples classes. I'm actually really jealous. You get to do one of these, and they're totally free on us. But we have 3 different classes you could choose from, and you do get a +1. Don't worry, these are couples classes. So we're not going to send you to like intro to salsa dancing by yourself by any means. So what I'll do first is let you pick your class. We have intro to salsa dancing, glass blowing, or cocktail making. Do any of those sound good for you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is for real? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Those are some really good choices. I think I'm going to go with glass blowing, though.
That's a good my friend Jenny recently did a glass blowing class, and she loved it. So I think that's a really great selection. When we make the reservation for you, since it is a couples class, we have your name, but we'd love to grab the person you'd take to the glass blowing class with you.
Oh, okay. James.
Okay.
Oh, my God. You're picking Maddie, this is your sister Morgan on the line. I can't even. Yes, it's me. Hi. I can't even believe. I knew it. The second I saw your Snapchat, I knew it. I can't even believe it.
I'm sorry, what's going on right now?
Fallon, explain. I explain every week and I get tired of it. Explain what's going on.
All right, Maddie, the short and the long of it is your sister Morgan felt like you were being sketchy to Dalton, which she says is a really great guy and is supposedly your boyfriend. She did hack into your phone. I wasn't there for this. She did hack into it at your mom's birthday, and she saw inappropriate Snapchats between you and an ex named James, and she just thought it was weird, so she called us. We're a radio station. And asked us to test you to see who you'd want to do a couples class with to confirm her suspicions. And it kind of did, because you didn't pick Dalton, who she says is your boyfriend. You picked James. So that should catch you up to speed a little bit. So your sister, Morgan, is on the phone, and she put us up to this.
You nosy bitch. Why don't you mind your own damn business? You've been jealous of me our entire lives, and this is why you're always getting into my shit. Why don't you just go do your embroidery with your fat friends and stay out of my damn life?
Oh, God.
Maddie, I can't even believe you, Maddie. I mean, this is like so typical of you. You're so mean. You've always been so mean. I'm going to tell Dalton about this.
You're the one you snooped on me. What? Like, how? You invaded my privacy. How dare you?
Well, you know what? It's like if you weren't doing anything wrong, I wouldn't have anything to, it would be fine. It would be fine. But you know what? It's like now we all know.
And you did this are you kidding me? Like, this is a whole new low for you. Like, why don't you just, like, go and get your own life and like, cool it on the Pop-Tarts and, like, live your own damn life?